know that biology has two main branches, which is zoology and botany? So first of all, what is biology? From the name biology, and logy is a Greek word that means what? Study. And bio means what? Life. So therefore, biology is the study of life, or you can say biology is the study of living thing. So biology has two main branches, which is zoology and botany. And zoology, from the name zoo, is a place where animals are found, and logy is the meaning of logy is what? Study. So zoology is the study of animals, then botany is the study of what? Plants. So therefore, biology is the study of life, and it has two main branches, which is zoology and botany, where zoology is the study of animals and botany is the study of plants. So here is one question. The branch or part of biology that deals with the study of animals is what? Zoology. And the part or branch of biology that deals with the study of plants is what? Botany. So there are some certain things I'm going to tell you now, and from today you'll be able to identify if this particular thing is a living organism. So I'm going to show you the characteristics you will see in a particular thing, and you'll be able to know that yes, this is definitely a living organism. So the first one is what? Movement. All living things move. All living things what? Move. The second one is respiration. So respiration is the process whereby you breathe in and you breathe out. So that process is what we call what? Respiration. And if you can breathe in and breathe out, if you can respire, you are classified as a living thing. Okay? So the third one is nutrition. Nutrition is the process whereby you take in food to give energy, and that food will give you what? Energy. So that's what nutrition means. So nutrition is the process whereby you take in food to provide energy. And the fourth one is irritability. Irritability is the process whereby you were able to respond to external stimuli. You were able to respond to external stimuli. Example is when you move your hands away from something hot like fire. You understand? So that process is what we call irritability. And the next one is growth. All living things grow. If you grow, you are classified as a living thing. As far you can grow, you are classified as what? A living thing. And the next one is excretion. So what actually is excretion? Excretion is the process whereby you remove unnecessary waste, all those wastes that are not wanted in your body, like your feces. All those wastes that you remove from your body that are not wanted are called excretion. And that process is what we call what? Excretion. So if you can excrete, you are classified as a living thing. And the next one is what? Reproduction. If you can reproduce, you are classified as a living thing. And reproduction is the process whereby human being bring forth new offspring, or let's say a maize plant bring forth another baby maize plant. I'm using baby maize plant as an example. Bring forth another maize plant. Okay, so that's reproduction. And the next one is competition. Competition is the process whereby living organism competes for a limited resources. Example of these resources are like your water, your food. No, that's very common. Food, okay, and mates, etc. So that's competition, when you compete for a limited resources. Okay, if the resources in that environment is very, very limited, you will likely compete for it. So that's competition. And the next one is what? Adaptation. What actually is adaptation? Adaptation is the process whereby you adapt to changes in the environment. You can adapt to the changes in the environment, whether hot or cold, summer or winter, you can adapt to changes in the environment, and that's adaptability. And the last one is death. All living things will eventually die. Okay, if you want to see a particular organism and you want to coin it, you are a living thing, you must die. Okay, so it's part of the process of life. So I've just explained a brief introduction to biology, and now we're moving on to the organization of life. So organization is like stages. I'm going to explain this thing to you briefly. Organization is like stages of life. When I say organization of life, it's like step-by-step stage of life. You know, as a student, let me use this example. As a student, there are some certain age you will get to and you will move to the next level. Okay, so you cannot be 2 years old and be in senior secondary school 1, that's SS1. Okay, so there are different stages in life that as a student you need to pass through and you need to undergo. Okay, so that's what organization means. Organization means step-by-step stages of life. So the first organization of life that we're going to talk about today is the molecule. So the molecule are made up of the DNA, the RNA, etc. So those molecules are put together. When I mean put together, that means molecule plus molecule plus molecule plus molecule. After you put them together, it will not give you what? The organelles. So those organelles are made up of different molecules put together. So therefore, collection of molecules will give you what? The organelle. And the collection of the organelle will give you the cell. So what actually is a cell? The cell is the structural and functional unit of life. And this cell, example of this cell is the egg cell, the sperm cell, the nerve cell, etc. So note this, here is one question. The level of organization that has the ability to exist as a living organism is the cell. The level of organization that has the ability to exist as a living organism is the cell. An example of this cell is the nerve cell, the egg cell, the sperm cell, etc. So, accumulation of the organelles will give you what? The cell. And accumulation of the cell will not give you tissue. Okay? So accumulation of cells together, when cells are put together, different cells combined together will give you tissue. An example of this tissue is the blood, and the blood is the only tissue that flows. Okay? Another example of the tissue is your bone. So the blood is the only tissue that what? Flows. So accumulation of this tissue will not give you the organ. And note this, retina is under the tissue level of organization. So here's a question. Retina is under what level of organization? It's under the tissue level. So collection of tissue put together will not give you what? The organ. So collection of this tissue will not give you what? Organ. Collection of your tissue will give you organ. An example of this organ are your like roots, stem, leaf, kidney, lungs, onion bulb. Note this, they might ask in any examination that the level of organization that onion bulb is under is what? The organ level. So onion bulb is under the organ level. And accumulation of tissue will give you what? The organ. So when you put tissues together to give you what? The organ. So when you now put the organ together to now give you your system. Your system, that's where you now hear reproductive system, excretion system, digestive system. So when you put organs together, we give you what? System. So lastly, when you put this system together, it will not give you what? Organism. An example of this organism are the mammals, the flowery plants, etc. So when you put system together, that's a collection of system, will give you what? Organism. So you see the organization of life, you see the step of life, you see what brings about human, okay, in biological terms though. So you see it. So from the molecule to the organelle to the cell to the tissue to the organ to the system to the what? Organism. So these are the organization of life. In my next class, I'm going to talk about cell as a full subtopic, okay? So what I need you to do for me right now is that you should like, subscribe, and wait for the next video. I'm going to explain cell. I'm going to explain the topic called what? Cell. So see you guys in class. Bye.